go. I formally welcome you all once again in this special session of The Debater, and we'll be moving ahead with some presentations. Student Sheetal will now be giving her presentation on the topic of education, the value of education in life. Let's start.
Hello students, I am Sheetal from Krishna Coaching, Chandigarh. I want to talk about the importance of education in our life. Learning, education, or knowledge is the best treasure. The thieves cannot steal it, the robbers cannot snatch it. Scholars are honored everywhere. Learned people are our best guides through life. On the other hand, the man cannot progress in the world without education. Illiteracy is the root of many ills. Ordinary things, if spent, decrease, but learning increases. The boys must not waste their precious time in the laughing. They should instead work hard and get knowledge. They will do them a lot of goods in later life. Otherwise, they will repent. It is rightly said that once lost is lost forever. Thank you.
Very good. Very good, Sheetal. So now, I will be giving you some information about the topic of renaming of the city of Aurangabad to Sambhaji Nagar. Okay, I'm going to play a video for you. That's a news channel video. Here we go with the topic. Listen to it properly.
The rift widens between Maharashtra allies Congress and Shiv Sena over renaming Aurangabad to Sambhaji Nagar as both allies spar over name change. BJP jumps in, calls it a political gimmick. Here's a look.
War of words within Maharashtra allies Shiv Sena and Congress intensifies. This time, it's over renaming Aurangabad. Rift between the allies erupted after Uddhav government used the name Sambhaji Nagar instead of Aurangabad in an official government document. Uddhav Thackeray-led Shiv Sena, who for long has batted for name change, even wrote to Union Minister Hardeep Puri to rename Aurangabad Airport to Sambhaji Maharaj Airport. This has irked their ally Congress. Expressing their displeasure, Congress reminded Shiv Sena that changing names was not part of Maharashtra Vikas Aghadi's Common Minimum Program.
कॉमन मिनिमम प्रोग्राम जो है उसमें ये नामांतर नहीं है, किसी सिटी का नामांतर करने का कोई उसमें नहीं है। तो हमारा हमेशा ऐसे नामांतर को विरोध कांग्रेस का रहा है और किमान समान कार्यक्रम जो हमारा है उसमें ये अंतर्भुक्त नहीं।
CM Uddhav Thackeray was quick to hit back.
मग त्याच्यात नवीन काय केले मी? नवीन काय केले? जे वर्षानुवर्ष बोलत आलेले जे स्वतः शिवसेना प्रमुखांनी तेच केले आणि तेच मी करणार. एकत्र एक गोष्ट अशी औरंगजेब काय सेक्युलर नव्हता. त्याच्यामुळे आमच्या अजेंडामध्ये सेक्युलर हा जो शब्द आहे त्याच्यात औरंगजेब बसत नाही.
Amid fissures between allies, BJP jumped in calling it a political gimmick by Shiv Sena.
यहाँ के जो बीजेपी के नेता हैं वो हमें बहुत बड़ा ज्ञान दे रहे हैं कि जो मराठवाड़ा में जो औरंगाबाद है उनका संभाजी नगर क्यों नहीं हो रहा है, लेकिन आज जो हम औरंगाबाद को संभाजी नगर बोल रहे हैं वो तो बाला साहब ठाकरे जी ने किया है।
सवाल ये उठता है कि अब ये संभाजी नगर नाम आधिकारिक तौर पे महाराष्ट्र की सरकार कब निश्चित करती है। कारण यह है कि अभी भी कांग्रेस के नेता और कांग्रेस पार्टी इस नाम को विरोध कर रही है। क्या शिवसेना की नौटंकी है?
The tension is increasing and the rift is widening between the Congress and its alliance partner Shiv Sena in Maharashtra. While on one hand, Congress state president himself has made it very clear that they are going to abide by the common minimum program. But on the other hand, Shiv Sena seems to have made this a prestige issue, and everyone in the party, including the Chief Minister Uddhav Thackeray himself, has made the intentions absolutely clear. In the days to come, this is bound to become a hot political issue in Maharashtra. With camera person Mahesh More, this is Pankaj Upadhyay in Mumbai. reporting for India Today.
Hi everyone, Preeti Chaudhary here. Hope you like this video. For latest news and analysis, like and subscribe to the India Today YouTube.
So, gone through the video?
Yes, sir.
So, today is extemporary session. You have to give your viewpoint on this. Should we rename all the cities that were named after Mughal rulers or their allies, or should all Islamic names be changed or not? Congress has made it clear that we do not support changing of names. All those parties who are moving in line with Hindutva, they want the names to be changed. Now give me your personal viewpoint, your opinion. Switch on your camera and then you can speak.
Okay, sir.
Fine. So Ekam, would you like to speak first?
Yes, sir.
Switch on the camera and start. Okay. Give me your viewpoint. Should the cities be renamed or not? Start.
Yes, sir. Very warm good evening, first of all, sir, and all the students present here. Today, I, Ekam Dhillo, is here to give my viewpoint on the topic that should all the cities named after the Muslim rulers or their allies should be changed. So I would say a big no to it, because I think that's somewhat useless to change all the names, because there might be, if you start counting, including all the cities and states, there would be like more than 50 you will found, and that is just a waste of time. We have more issues to look after, like the development issues of particular states and the whole country. We should focus on that. And as India is a secular country, so the leaders, be it of BJP or any other party, like it doesn't seems good that they are saying that Hindu Muslim, because it's just a topic on that only, that they are just like kind of neglecting the Muslim, the Muslim era that ever existed in India, and that's kind of shows how non-secular India is. So like in context with secularization, I would say that this is no not even a thing to do, because even if we start India talks about this Hindu religion like Yogi Adityanath, and in Uttar Pradesh this system has been started about this and Hindu as a only religion, which is not a thing for a secular country. And if we start renaming those 50 cities who were like related to the Muslim era, and this will again rift up a war between Hindus and Muslims, because it is just kind of a fire, we can say, that is blowing like we are just blowing up in all the Muslims heart, and obviously they are going to feel. So I find it kind of really useless, and I will go against to this renaming system. Thank you.
Great. A very good attempt by Ekam Dhillo. Okay. Of course, now Sheetal will also speak. Pranjal. Hello, Pranjal. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
I would like you to counter Ekam. That's a debate. Okay. Are you ready to counter her? So you have to speak on the topic. Yes, the cities should be renamed. Okay. Are you ready?
Well, sir, I also think that it should not be renamed, but
You are going to be an advocate. You can get a case from any side.
okay, sir.
Maybe plaintiff side or maybe defendant side. You should be ready. I am an advocate. If I get a case, maybe from the side of prosecution or from defense, plaintiff or defendant, I am ready to take up the case. Keep up the points. Is my point clear?
Okay, sir.
Get ready. This is extempore. This is extempore. I'm giving you the topic. Right now, you have to think and speak. Fine? 2, 3, 4, 5 minutes you can have. Sheetal would also, yeah, tell me, come.
You're on which side? Like you always participate.
You tell me from which side or from both sides should I speak?
So not renaming all. Like my side, you should speak on.
I should give a balanced opinion. Okay.
Yes,
Let
sir.
me be the last one to participate, and of course, I'll speak. Okay.
Okay,
Fine.
sir.
So, Pranjal, I have given you a tough task. It's now upon you to think and speak over. And first, I would like to give the chance to Sheetal, who holds similar views as Ekam has. Okay. Come on, Sheetal, it's your turn now. Speak. Give me a viewpoint, English, Hindi. It's okay. You speak.
Hello students, now I want to tell about the debates of, renamed of Aurangabad. I did not think that the name was changed to Aurangabad,
Sambhajinagar.
Sambhajinagar, because it is the name by Mughal Srai. They think about this name very much and we did not change their name.
Okay. Pranjal, it's your turn now. Then I'll speak. Start, Pranjal. Switch on your camera.
Yes, sir.
Welcome.
So basically, the change of name from Aurangabad to Sambhaji Nagar is I think it's right because like Aurangabad was named after a Mughal ruler Aurangzeb, and he spent like his last days in Sambhaji Nagar, which was named after the Sena's idol king Shivaji Maharaj. He was Shivaji Maharaj's son, and I guess Aurangzeb was not also a secular ruler, and we should and I think it's right if we change the Muslim name to a Hindu name, because Muslims ruled until till 18th century. They ruled in India, and I don't think that we should give the right to Muslims to define who we are today. And and like the other cities are also changing their name. For example, Allahabad changed their name to Prayagraj, and Faizabad was also renamed as Ayodhya. And even a Hindu past is related to all these cities, such as in Ayodhya, which was the birthplace of Lord Rama. So I think it is during the time of while there was a Muslim rule in India, Muslim rulers changed their name according to their own convenience. And I think now that there is like no use of changing names, so I think that it is right if we like change names to like Hindu, give Hindu names. And all the I don't think that any Muslims or any other community should have problem with it, because all the Hindu, Muslims and other people are living together. Like in Aurangabad also, like about 1 in 6 Indians is Muslims, and after Hindu, the country's biggest faith group is Muslims. But Hindus and Muslims community are, they should be like treated equally, and Hindus should and changing the city's name into Hindu names are I think it's totally fine, and it would even have unity, more unity among the people. And and I think it's it's a so that like it's the even the university in Aurangabad, and all the like the universities and everywhere, the name is Aurangabad. But I think if we change into a Hindu name, it's like more it'll bring more unity among the people, and I think it's fine if we change it into a Hindu name.
Okay. Now, what I personally believe, asking from both the sides, we should get to the root of the topic. Okay. From where it started. The city which is at present Aurangabad, what was the old name of it? Anybody, do you know? Ekam, Pranjal?
No, sir.
It was Daulatabad. Before that, what was the name, Hindu name? Do you know? I think I should share the screen with you so that I can show you what I research for. Okay, here we go. Like here I do Google with you. Now I hope you can see my screen.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Old name of Aurangabad. There are many Aurangabad in India. This is one in Bihar also. Old name of Aurangabad, Maharashtra. Okay, here we go. Fine. From Khirki to Fatehpur and Sambhaji Nagar, Aurangabad and its many names. Here we go. It is basically famous for Bibi Ka Maqbara. Okay, history of district Aurangabad. 2-3 sites we will see. Indian Express. From Khirki to Fatehpur and Sambhaji Nagar, the many names of Aurangabad. Known for its Taj Mahal styled 17th century marble Bibi Ka Maqbara and ancient Ajanta-Ellora caves, the present day Aurangabad was originally built in the early 16th century of Malik Ambar, an African slave turned warrior. Malik Ambar ने इसको बसाया था. ठीक है. Historic city. This is an historic city of Aurangabad in Maharashtra has become the center of a debate between the ruling allies Shiv Sena and Congress after the former sought to rename the city of Sambhaji Nagar in honor of Chhatrapati Sambhaji Maharaj, son of Maratha warrior. The move, however, is opposed by the Congress. Okay, issue, however, is not new and has often popped up. Even Bal Thackeray also sparked this. Okay, now, however, for the city, the name change is not new. Known for its Taj Mahal styled all this thing, the city was originally named as Khirki. Earlier, the city was named as Khirki. Okay, and then Islamic rulers renamed it. Okay. African slave turned warrior Malik Ambar in 16th century, he renamed it as, look, the present Aurangabad was originally built in the early 16th century by Malik Ambar, an African slave turned warrior. The city was originally named as Khirki. Ambar, who was brought to India from Africa, served as a mercenary for neighboring kings before ending up with an army of his own. The Ethiopian slave rose to prominence following Mughal Emperor Akbar's military expedition in the Deccan. This also led at the beginning of the long feud between the Mughals and the Ambar. There was a war between Mughals and the military commander Malik Ambar. Okay, with the Marathas as his ally, Ambar was widely known for unleashing guerrilla-style warfare on the Mughals. Okay, after briefly expelling the Mughals from Ahmednagar and even occupying Daulatabad, old Devgiri, because Devgiri is a very famous place. Alauddin Khilji captured Devgiri. Okay, so Devgiri, Daulatabad, Ambar established a new capital for the Nizam Shahi kingdom at a place known as Khirki in 1610, filling it with palaces, mountains, avenues, and everything else that might have the place on air of nobility. The city eventually became home to as many as 2 lakh people settled across 54 quarters. Historian Manu S. Pillai wrote a book. Okay, और आगे चलते हैं. As a mark of friendship, Ambar named several suburbs of the city, such as Malpura, Khelpura, Paraspura, Vithapua, after Maratha noblemen. However, in 1616, following a lost battle, the city was sacked by a number of Marathas' comrades who had deserted Malik and sided with the Mughals. Khirki was sacked by the Marathas and almost completely destroyed, a process that would be repeated a few years later by Prince Khurram who eventually reigned as Emperor Shah Jahan, and to whom the Habshi, that is Ambar, lost 50 lakh rupees. Historians also note that the city, which had taken 20 years to rebuild, hardly recovered its splendor for another 20 years, during which it was recaptured by Ambar and repaired to some extent. Ambar recaptured it. Ambar died in 1626. The city was ruled by his son Fateh Khan, who in his very first act as ruler and in a tribute to self renamed it to Fatehpur. This vain decree didn't have any long-term effect. नाम फतेहपुर भी रखा गया पर वो चला नहीं. ठीक है जी. खिरकी से दौलताबाद. ठीक है जी. फिर फतेहपुर वो नहीं चला. His vain decree. मोटी सी बात ये है कि पहले जो मैं बताना चाहता हूं वो क्या है, अब उस पर आ जाओ. Let me stop sharing. What I want to tell you is that the original name was Khirki, and then the Islamic rulers renamed it, ठीक है, in their own interests. These Islamic rulers came from outside India and renamed each and every city. Should it have been resisted at that time, it would not have been possible. The way scholars today oppose a renaming of cities, shouldn't it have been done at that point of time? Switch on your camera. Now let's discuss. Ek minute, Pranjal. Now students, all these scholarly people, they are opposing renaming of cities. You admit, okay?
Yes.
Long time back also, renaming of cities was done and Islamic names were given to non-Islamic cities. You admit?
Yes, sir.
It was not well opposed and resisted, which resulted into successful renaming of cities. You admit?
Yes, sir.
So something bad was done. Is it proved?
So, like you're saying that earlier scholars didn't put up questions of renaming.
I have not said this thing. I will come to this point also. According to me, Islamic people were in minority at that time, but the hard fact is that ruler was an Islamic person. Okay? Yes, the majority. Yes, all Hindus resisted. Yes, the Hindu scholars kept their point in front of everybody that the Hindu names should not be done away with and the cities should not be renamed. But because the king wanted Islamization of the country, and who was to decide? There was no democracy, there was no parliament, there was no voting. It was one-man show, monarchy, dictatorship, authoritarian government. Now we have all mediums to discuss, debate, deliberate. There was no electronic media, there was no social media, there was no press even. But in meetings, yes, all Rishi Munis, sadhus, and all the literal people, intellectual people, they resisted. They raised their voice. But that was suppressed. Guru Arjan Dev Ji, leader of Hindus, 5th Sikh Guru, executed. 9th Sikh Guru, leader of Kashmiri Pandits, all the Hindus of North India, beheaded. You admit?
Yes, sir. So that's the point. Like when like we see the domination. Like now, domination is BJP, and BJP is all about the Hindu religion. So obviously, everybody is going with them. Nobody will speak for the Muslims. So that's what the point is.
We should now discuss, shouldn't something wrong that happened should be undone?
So what about the name? Like renaming it?
Of course. If it is
So,
something that
like,
was,
the
yeah,
Muslim rulers who came outside from in India, who gave them the right to change the name, the original name should be there only, right? So,
sword, the sword, they had sword.
but
Yes.
then they should not like change the name like this. The original name should only
But
be
they
there.
did
Like,
it
why?
now. All the mandirs, all the temples, they were broken. The idols, they were broken. Somnath temple plundered. People used to donate gold and silver to mandirs, the temples, and they were looted every year. Idols were broken. Temples were broken. Where you see Taj Mahal, earlier there was a Shiv temple over there. Where you see Babri Masjid, there was Ram Janmabhoomi Mandir over there. Somnath temple was plundered. It's written in all history books. Yes, because in Islam, it's treated good if you spread Islam and you make a person convert into Islam. So, of course, when you are making people from Hindu to Muslim, you are asking them to convert. You have to give some reward. You have to give some worship place, and you have to end up worship places of Hindus and Sikhs. An offer was given to the 9th Sikh Guru. You either convert into Islam or you will be punished. Many times such offers were given to the accused people. Either you convert into Islam or you will be given a punishment or a big fine. You admit?
Yes. So what they did, like till now, if I say 2022, we have taken all the revenge from Muslims. Like we are continuously targeting them, since independence.
Should
And
it be, should something, if something wrong was done, shouldn't it be restored or not? You tell me. If you are Ekam, take it on yourself. If you are thrown out of your own house, okay, and for 5 years something else is having possession of your house, living in your house, enjoying your house, and now you approach the court, okay, should your house be given back to you?
yes, so that's what I'm saying, that we have already restored. Like you see what till now we people have done with Muslims. Like we are giving them a constant target in each and everything, be it their prayers, be it their loudspeakers. So we have already restored what they did with that time Hindus. If even if they change the names of Hindu cities, that
I
should
should
be.
tell you that in Uttar Pradesh, a common order was passed: no Gurdwara, no temple, no church, and of course, no mosque is allowed to use loudspeakers at a loud voice. Isn't
Okay,
this a
so
secular order?
yes, so it's a secular order, but as you was it in Delhi that only
I
mosques
should tell you, isn't Khirki a secular name?
So what does Khirki means?
Khirki is the old name of the Aurangzeb, and
Oh,
Sambhaji doesn't mean Hindu. Who, look, there are two personalities. Okay, Sambhaji fought for Indians to rule India. Okay, and he was very much Indian, and he was against foreign rule. Okay, he fought against a foreign ruler as Gandhi fought, as Shahid Azam Bhagat Singh fought. Okay, so a city should be named after Gandhi, Bhagat Singh, Sambhaji, or foreign rulers like Alexander, those who looted us, Ghazni, Ghori, Qasim. Those people who came from outside and looted India, should we name our cities after their names or the Indian heroes? Is Aurangzeb a hero? Should cities be named after a person who killed the 9th Sikh Guru, the leader of the Hindus and the leader of Indians, not of a particular religion? Should we name the cities after villains or heroes?
so for like as you said, the ninth Guru. For me as a Sikh, I would say he's a hero for me. But the Mughals were hero for Muslims. So it kind of like makes sense that
No,
we
no, no.
can't.
Yeah, but they were
Let's be
not
secular.
Indians. But they were
Should
not
Aurangzeb
Indians.
be treated as a hero? Should Aurangzeb leave Hindu, leave Sikh, leave people of all religions? Should Mughals be treated as heroes, especially Aurangzeb?
No,
Was
sir.
he justified killing
So
the voice of people?
So Muslims will treat like they treat
Let
all the
them
Mughal
treat.
rulers as.
They say if Aurangzeb was a Muslim, we will treat him hero, whether or not he did injustice or anything like that.
Yes, so
They are treating him hero not because of his deeds, because he was a Muslim and he was a ruler, therefore he is treated hero by Muslims. What good did he do?
so nothing. But as I said, if it is favor for Muslims, that I will be just on my point that if what Muslims want, it should be heard actually, because they are a lot much in a really bad place. So if something we are just we had made this like goal that we have to make unhappy Muslims, and so like our enemies like China, Pakistan, all in fact even USA, they are waiting that something big happens with us. If we just start this renaming system, then like Muslims would do such a big thing, and then like everybody is ready for the international
We are in a
conspiracy.
debate. We are in a debate.
But
This is a positive debate. Now you are a judicial officer. You have to give a judgment. On one side, you find one man. On one side, you find 1 lakh people, but the one man is rightful. His averments, his logical deductions, his arguments are upright, logical, true, and justified. Whereas these 1 lakh people are talking of something unjustified. Now,
So
you will stand by justified or logic, or you will stand by majority if you are a judge.
honestly, so if I talk in my context, as today I'm speaking for like against this topic, so like I would have the same point only, because obviously I don't want like 10 lakhs of people go against me. Obviously they would target, so I would pass on that case.
What?
Yes,
When
sir.
you are
Like
a judicial officer, you will see, okay, there are many people who will get hurt, though I will pass on.
yes, sir. Obviously, like I don't want
Then
like myself to
you
be
would have to
killed.
lose your job.
Sir, judges pass on cases.
No, judges
It's
do not
like
pass. No,
yes,
no,
sir, they
no.
pass. I have seen.
No, they can't pass. They can recuse themselves by giving reasons that I know a party, the one of the party is my relative or something like that. Therefore, I'm not fit person to. But whosoever gives judgment has to give a judgment as per law, as per justice, as per what is rightful, and not as per majority, because one is right and 100 are wrong. Therefore, I will stand with the majority. This is not parliament.
So like you should know that I have seen judges pass on, because they say that we don't like, it can be a reason that we don't have a total justified reason.
Okay. Ekam, if Pranjal is a judge and she passes on the case and then it comes to you, then what will you do after a case has already passed on by Pranjal?
Sir, okay, then also I will just go with 10 lakh people, because
let injustice prevail.
Yes, sir. Then also I would.
Sir, with the logic and like justice should
Yes,
should
sir.
But Ekam is not right to do justice, huh?
Sir, no, sir. Like I have to say that those 10 lakh people need some, security, because they are not getting, and maybe these are the things.
Let wrong prevail.
Sir,
let wrong
sir.
prevail.
Sir, no, sir, like those Muslims, they are like in such a bad place. If these are the small things that are making them happy, like their religious names and 50 cities named after their religion people. So let them be happy. Like already they are, in such a degraded place. So why we have to, make them more in degradation?
Like
and
beheading a guru.
But if they are wrong,
yes,
they should
beheading a guru is not that because just killing one man.
Sir,
because he was fighting for the cause of Kashmiri Pandits. Just
sir, like
that big thing. They are getting so happy killing the 9th Sikh Guru.
Yes, sir.
That is very rightful.
So I like their happiness, but like if they are wrong, they should be corrected. It does not matter. It doesn't matter like how many times they have been wrong. If they are wrong, we should correct them. It's not.
Sir, I agree with this point, but I just mentioned right before it that India, they killed, it is gone. The past is gone, and now if you
Past
see,
is not gone. Past is
sir,
still in front of us.
sir, just listen, sir. Like if you see, 100 years have been there. If we include even independence, before independence, like what is actually happening with Muslim, what we Hindus, Sikh, and the government did with Muslims, we also should be, punished what we did.
Can't
Like
it be?
we have.
No, but Hindus have also been ill-treated. It's not
No,
only
sir, Hindus,
Islam has said
like,
Muslims
100
in
years have gone, na?
many
102 years. I'm saying the same thing. Not
places.
thousands have gone.
Hindus have also been like.
Pranjal, your voice is not clear.
so
Pranjal, there is
Yeah,
an
I was saying that if like Muslims are ill-treated in many cases, Hindus have also been ill-treated. Like other communities have also not done good with Hindus. They have also been ill-treated in many cases, such as Kashmiri Pandit's case.
Yeah.
That also.
Except that, sir, except that, even Hindus in every way, they are given been so much reservation. Like you see SCs and STs, they are also Hindus, and so much reservation they have been given, and like so immunities. Like you, except Kashmiri Pandit, you can't even tell me one case that is against a Hindu, because now there's BJP, and BJP is all about Hinduism, and I believe like it,
Should I
as I
tell you?
just said.
Should I
Yes,
tell
sir.
you what you're asking for? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now you start listening to me. Uh, there is an act called a Waqf Act.
No, sir, I'm not known to it.
If anybody says that this is the land, of that there is no papers, and it was of a Muslim, and as a Muslim I donate it to God, then it goes to Waqf. Any land can very easily be acquired by the Waqf board, which is for the betterment of Islamic population. Okay, there is no such law in favor of Hindus. Second thing, there is a big subsidy given to Hajj pilgrimage. Nothing such thing is given to Hindus. Do you get any subsidy when you go to Vaishno Devi Mandir?
So
Nothing.
it's no, sir, they don't need any, sir. Actually, that's the reason. They don't need any, actually.
They need, but Hindus don't need. Hindus are very rich, hai na?
Yes, sir. No, sir, Hindu, no, it's not about rich, but nobody is killing them off on roads thinking that they must be terrorists. Like Muslim, everybody seems like terrorists to, socially backward people. So how they would like, this is a complete torture. It's like
In
kind of
West
killing only.
Bengal, yes, Hindus are killed. Okay? And
For what?
in Bangladesh, the population of Hindus decreased from 18% to 1% in Pakistan.
So,
So
like,
who
for
should
what?
fight for their cause? And in Bangladesh, every third person was a Hindu when Bangladesh was formed. 33% population, and now only 2%. Where has the rest of 31% of a country gone? Either killed or converted by force. Who will fight for them?
So we are talking about in India.
The position is same in West Bengal, and in almost all you must have heard of this appeasement, tushti-karan ki rajniti. In Shah Bano case, maintenance rights were given to Islamic women also, but the Muslim Personal Law Board opposed it, and the government of India, led by Rajiv Gandhi Congress government, they said, no, we will move according to the Shariat laws, and no maintenance should be given to Muslim women. Let the Muslim men dominate Muslim women. Muslim men allowed to marry 4 times at present also, but not Hindu men. Why more privileges are given to Muslim men? Okay, so yes, many at you told me you named at least one. I have named 5.
So not, sir, currently I don't believe that's happening in West Bengal.
Just a few days back, about 20-25 days back, there was a violence, and that was basically Hindus were killed, and all the BJP supporter Hindus, they are being targeted by the Islamic population areas, Islamic populated areas, and the conditions are worse in Bangladesh and in Pakistan against Hindus.
Okay, so we would talk
Solidarity
about
has to be there somewhere.
yes.
And similar was the thing when Sikh and Hindus were being converted into Islam in the time of Aurangzeb. That's why the Sikh gurus, they fought for the cause. Shivaji fought for the cause. Decreasing population of Hindus and increasing population of Islam. Sanatan is the earliest, the oldest religion of the world, but population only 15%. Islam, such a new religion, in 700 BC or 800 BC, it just got birth, and that is the second largest religion of the world, because they have a theorem, they have a calculation, they have a formula which is called conversion. Either by Sam, Dam, Dand, Bhed, they are converting people into Islam. Christians, a new religion, biggest religion of the world, because they have a theorem, because they have a formula, they have a calculation. Convert people into Christianity, we will give you money. At present, 1.5 lakh, approximately 2.5 lakh is given to everybody who converts into Christianity. But if you convert into Hinduism, there is no mechanism, no money is given. So people are being converted into Islam and Christianity. Of course, a day will come when you will not find Hindus, because Hindus are very secular, Hindus are very soft. They will never fight for their unity and solidarity. They don't believe in conversions or reconversions. If somebody of Hindu faith converts into Christianity or Islam, of course, you will not be hurt. But if an Islamic man converts into Hinduism or Sikhism, quite possible that person will be killed by other Muslims as a punishment, as a chapter to be taught to other Muslims. They are given a task of purity. They are given a task of spreading their religion. But there is no such task in Hinduism. Were you ever told by anybody to make others convert into Hinduism? But yes, in Islam and in Christianity, people are told to make others convert into Islam or Christianity. You must have heard of the term missionaries, Christian missionaries. Have you ever heard of Hindu missionaries are on a mission? There is no mission of converting people into Hinduism, but there is a mission. You know the meaning of the word mission, MISSION. There is an object, there is an aim, there is a movement going on, converting whole of the world into Christianity, converting whole of the world into Islam, but there is no such mission going on, converting whole of the world into Sikhism, converting whole of the world into Hinduism. Solidarity somewhere has to be there. Don't you feel so?
So, like, as a debater, I will be on my point only. So, if I talk about, so Muslims are already in a minority in India. So, what, like, as you know, honestly, like Hindus is a spreaded religion, you know. No one actually, you know, maybe they are not, you know, missionizing something.
I would like to counter. You are saying Hindus are more and Muslims are less.
Yes, so in India, Muslim.
Why to talk in India only?
So because we live in India.
But that's not rightful. In such a world of social media, whole of the world has now come on a common platform. You can communicate with anybody in Canada, in UK, in USA, in Pakistan. Then what's the fun of talking of only in India?
Okay, so then we would say that Hindu
are less than a half of Muslims. Okay, and they are, every Muslim is having, all Muslims, they have a big growth rate. All Muslim couples, they are having at least 3, 4 or 5 children. Whereas Hindus and Sikhs, they have just 1 or 2 kids. Husband, wife, 2 people, they have either 1 or 2 child, means on an average 1.5. Okay, so if there are 300 people in a generation, of course, in the next generation, there will be 200 people.
Yes, sir.
Yes, Hindus and Sikhs are decreasing day by day. And Islamic people, husband, wife, they give birth to 3, 4, or 5 children, means approximately 3.5 or 4 is the growth rate. So if there are 300 Muslims, in the next generation, there will be 500 Muslims. And in the next generation, there will be 800 Muslims. So of course, Hindus are decreasing and Muslims are increasing. That's why Islam, such newer religion to India, just about 500 years.
Yes, sir.
They are in such a big number. I can tell you about some families having more than 50 children. There is one person who is having more than 100 children with 37 wives, one Muslim man having more than 100 children. Okay, and still they are making they are having more kids. So of course, yes, of course, I can say this with the sense of certainty. If there is no population policy in India, a day will come when in every street, one house will be that of a Hindu and a Sikh, and all other houses will be that of Muslims. And of course, there will be elections, there will be democracy, and who will rule? Muslims will rule, and the policies will be according to Islamic people. And once again, a genocide will be there. The country
Yes,
Iran, old name Persia, people were they used to speak Farsi language. Faras was the religion, and everybody was burnt and killed. Whole of the country was killed. Those who converted into Islam, they were alive, and all others were killed. Just 21 people, they ran away from there and came to India. They are the Parsi community people living in India safely.
So I think in Bangladesh also genocide took place, and sir, even during the Aurangzeb, while Aurangzeb was ruling in India, there were like many Hindu temples and schools which were broken.
Similarly, the place Aurangzeb was named after Aurangzeb. Shouldn't this be undone?
Yes, sir. And sir, if we keep on listening to Muslims, and if we keep on, if we'll start living according to their rules, then Hindus will start eliminating, and they'll be less in number, and they'll be bare minimum.
The thing is, we should treat it in a manner what is right and what is wrong. If a city was named after an autocratic ruler, it was something wrong that was done. Let it be secular. We are not talking about Islam. We are talking about a hero and a villain. And Aurangzeb was a villain, not a hero for India. So of course, a city named after a villain is not justified. This is my point in the debate.
So just like I would like to conclude with my point, sir, because first I mentioned about the process of secularization, and I just said that because I'm supporting Muslims, it's not like I am a Muslim or something like that. But I would say that because I support secularization, and we have major important issues to look after than this, foolish name changing of things. And even if you see, like I just gone through a news, and there are a lot big bad things happening with Muslims right now. India came up with this new citizenship policy, shoot the traitors, Muslims basically, and which was basically like you can say how what hard time the Hindus, like every community, basically the government is giving to the Muslims. And this is why these things should be being done in like a secular country, like changing their names, which is totally injustice. Be it if we would be, it's not about villain or hero, but even if we would changing the names of Anandpur Sahib to any other Sikh, I would refuse it, that we shouldn't do it. Now just one thing we are doing by renaming like it's not about we are commemorating a hero of Hinduism. We are just what doing one thing, this like declining the influence of secularization. And the second thing also we are doing is so the second thing we are doing is that we are, just blowing up the fire in Muslims' heart, and we are just like, even the countries which are our enemies, they are just waiting to, just uh, they want something to happen in our country, and they want to overtake over it. And now, like just what Khalistanis they did, now Muslims would be asking for a separate country, and even Pakistan would be supporting it, USA would be supporting it, China would be supporting it, even if they are enemies in their place. And then that's how India is going to, just, these small things that we are doing in terms of religion, we are going to, have a really good fruit of it, and we will come to know later on. That's what my point was.
Point. I would like to now end the debate. Pranjal, would you like to speak anything? Okay, should we end the debate?
Yes, sir.
Okay, bye-bye. It was nice debate. You enjoyed the debate?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Sometimes we'll have such heated and hot debates also, okay?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Was this
sir.
a good thing you liked now?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, bye-bye, see you. Because it was not a presentation today, na? You were just asked to speak there and think and speak, okay?
Okay, sir.
We will have a few more such debates in future. Bye-bye, see you.